Hello, everyone. It's September the 12th, 2025. It's been quite a historic week for me and for the country of America. Let's see, Tuesday I went to that auction and I bought a house, and I'm planning on fixing it up to make a rental property and start working towards being kind of a real estate investor, for a passive income, which is awesome. I'm switching jobs. This is my last day driving a truck. I have a CDL and I drive a truck. In case somebody sees this and doesn't know me, but today's my last day doing that because the sedentary lifestyle is not for me. I did my best over the past 6 months to stop at this rest area twice a week and try and stay in shape doing 100 push-ups, and it's worked pretty well so far. It's just too little, too late. I think for all you truck drivers out there who sit in the driver's seat all day, I've come up with an idea of how often you need to get out of the truck and actually exercise. And if it were me continuing to do it for years down the road, I would stop every 2 hours and do at least 10 minutes of exercise. It's been really hard on my health. I can tell after a long day of driving that I'm off. Like, my spirit is off. I don't know, physiologically I'm just off after a full 8 to 10 hours of driving, and it's been almost 2 years now that I've been doing it. In the past week, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. It's the big story in America right now, and it pushes people even further away from the progressive left. It's definitely, I don't know, a tough thing for America. My values, I don't feel like, have changed hardly at all. I've always valued freedom, liberty, and people's individual freedoms, basically. Small government, let people live their lives, but I don't think you're free to murder people who have different opinions of you. And I don't think calling for violence on either side is proper. So while I don't believe my values have changed much over the years, but I think I've been pushed away from the liberal side that I started at. I don't know, it's hard to call. I'm shooting from the hip here. I don't think I want to participate in any of this anymore, honestly. And I feel like that we're just missing something in America now. Something has definitely been lost. We're a culture that seems to be lost. We support Palestine over our own people. We want to let homeless people with obvious mental problems live on the street and close asylums and not fund them, but we want to send a bunch of money to other countries through NGOs to try and affect their government, when we have people suffering living on the street in America with mental health problems. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but it's easy to see that these people that are stuck on the streets are not well mentally. I have a brother, his name's Jason. He's living on the street. I assume he's couch hopping from friends, but he also is mental, and we all know it. We all know it's a mental problem. There are drugs involved too, but as someone who's an ex-drug addict, I did not ever claim to not have mental problems. As a matter of fact, I claim to have mental problems, even though I'm sober today. But that being said, I value truth, freedom, I value justice, and I don't want any more of this divisive rhetoric in our country. I'm not going to get into the Trump debate because everybody just wants to either say Trump bad or love Trump. I'm far away from the MAGA movement, but I'm also very far away from the woke progressive movement. I don't believe in either ideology, and I want to step away from all of it. I'm just going to live my life. I'm going to go work on these houses. I'm going to fix up my rental property that I bought, rent it out to someone I can help. Someone who can't afford an expensive $2,000 to $3,000 a month mortgage can rent this house from me for $800 a month, and be able to live in this world. So maybe that's the way I can help, is to generate affordable housing for people, because I do have the skills to fix it. Anyway, I just wanted to talk for a little while before I did these 100 push-ups, because it is a historic day. The anniversary, 24 years ago, 9/11 happened. The Twin Towers were destroyed. Whether or not you agree with how it happened or whatever, it happened 24 years ago yesterday. And for so many things to change this week in my life seems really ironic, but also historic. So I thought I'd talk about it for a minute, to have like a video documentary of it. As always, I love all my family. I love America. I love Arkansas. I love where I live. I loved the job that I had and the people that I worked for driving the truck. It's just not for me. I guess I'm just not dedicated enough to stop every 2 hours and get out and exercise. But if I don't do that, I feel like my health is going to suffer greatly. So anyway, it's a bit of a longer video today. But this is the last time I'm going to be at the Ozark rest area doing my 100 push-ups. But I will continue to do 100 push-ups at least twice a week, video document it and upload it. It does help me to stay accountable to actually doing it. So I feel like it's a good thing. I don't know if this is good for me to talk about or bad, but the divisive nature of our country is not good for anyone. And for someone to have differing ideas because he is a religious man be shot and assassinated is a little bit ludicrous to me. But what do I know? I'm just a poor old truck driver. Well, now I work on houses, but I'm going to keep that CDL because I may need to drive trucks again in the future. Who knows? That being said, let's do some push-ups. I probably ought to stretch a little bit. I've been sitting in that truck all morning. September 12th, 2025, 100 push-ups. Last episode of Ozark, 6 months in the making. Look at me, still fat. What do you know? Still doing 60. Yeah. Pretty good 60. Got 60 in real quick. Oh yeah. There's 80. 80. Woo! 80 push-ups. Yeah, pretty quick for 100. Pretty quick. Well, as I was saying, this is my last episode at the Ozark rest area that I know of. Give me a second to catch my breath. It's a beautiful rest area. If you're ever traveling on I-40 through Arkansas, make a plan to stop. Exit 35, I-40 Arkansas. Ozark rest area. Either side's beautiful. Anyway, there's the Ozark City Lake. It's all in the background. I think what I really want to touch up on what I was talking about earlier. I don't want to call myself an ex-drug addict, so I'll always be a drug addict. It's one of those things you just don't outgrow, but God helps me on a daily basis. Okay. Yeah, without God, I never would have been able to be sober, and I don't want to diminish that. I don't want to minimize that. I don't talk about it near enough. While I'm not a very religious person, I don't attend church regularly. I do believe that without God, I never would have been sober. And I firmly believe that. I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that that's how I feel. And God puts it on my heart to be helpful to the people around me. And I'm still searching for what that purpose is. But if this video helped you in any way, like and subscribe. Yes. Follow and you'll get more. I may start talking more, who knows. I do know how to talk a lot. But God bless you all. God bless America. All right, peace.